tarpon. It's like a big giant shad. It's an inch and 3/4. It's hard to see in the light, but pretty deep, and you've got to be able to have a deep socket to be able to get past where the locking nut is.
I'm Melissa, and this is Ted. We bought a sailboat in the fall of 2024, and in real time, we're nearing the end of a huge refit. We're so glad you're here to catch up on the journey that brought us to this point. Plum Island. It's out where the Merrimack River flows into the Atlantic Ocean. It's a foggy morning. We've seen a few boats go by heading out to fish.
Skin to skin, something was spoken.
Ted's over there fishing for striper. Ted's been fishing for an hour and a half, nothing. We were about to leave and now he's got something.
It's a giant herring. I've never caught one this big. It looks like a little tarpon. It looks like a little tarpon. It's so big. It's like a big giant shad. Oh my gosh. I got Today is a little bit of a big day for Melissa and I. This is the day when we have some riggers coming in, and also we have a guy that has quoted us on a soda blasting. The reason why we're doing soda blasting is because there's all kinds of things going on, like this, like this section here where you can see it, like right in this area where there was a little bit of a crack going on. It's at the very thin part of the keel, and it's not really structural, but it needs to be ground down to the steel. And the boat's fiberglass, but it's got a cast iron and a hardened lead keel. The cast iron makes the shape of everything, and then it's poured with hardened lead. And anyhow, that little bit has to be fixed. But this boat has layers and layers and layers of bottom paint, years worth of it. They even painted, you can see here, they painted the prop. I saw a video when the boat first came to the marina. They put an epoxy barrier coat, several of them, before they put the bottom paint. But over the years, they just kept adding layers of bottom paint. Now what we want to do is we want to sand that all the way back down to the gel coat, and we're going to go and build it up with particular epoxy system. There's a thicker layer that goes on the outside. It'll get several layers of that, and that stuff pretty much makes the thing like bulletproof, where there'll be no chances of any water penetration. Anyways, the riggers are coming in and they're going to be dropping the mast. The mast will be coming down, and there will be going through and redoing all of the standing rigging, which are the cables that hold the mast vertical, and also the head stays and the furling head sail systems that roll up the jib and the staysail. So it's a big day. These are very, very, very big expenses for us, but this is what you have to do about every somewhere around 20 years, 25 years. That has to be changed out. And the boat is only 15 years old, but it was hit by lightning, and so there may be some insurances that will cover partial of it. It was a halo lightning, so what it did is it fried all of the standing rigging that was on the outside part of the boat. That's basically what's happening today.
Ted spent some time talking with the rigger about the details of the job and scheduling, and it turns out he won't be able to start the work for another couple of weeks. Ted talked with the owner of the bottom blasting company about the details of that job and when he could possibly start the work. He also had a chance to look at the material that they will be using to blast the bottom paint off Selah.
So on Selah, this is the original prop that came with it on the factory. It's a company called Michigan Props, very well known in the industry. Very good, reliable prop. Of course, it's a fixed 3-bladed prop. I've got it down where you can actually see the size diameter of the wheel and the rotation and the pitch. So it's a let's see, so it's a 21 diameter right hand turn prop with a 16-degree pitch on it. You can see that etched in it. Right here we have a locking nut, and then there's the full nut. The bar is 1.5 inches diameter, and of course down in there is the new cutlass bearing that was installed. Very, very difficult install, and it's 1 3/4 inch size nuts on there. So I'm going to take the first one off, and that's the locking nut, and then we'll try to get the big one off and go from there. Today over here on the workbench, I've got a brand new Tecton. This is the socket for it. It's 1 3/4 inches, hard to see in the light, but pretty deep, and you've got to be able to have a deep socket to be able to get past where the locking nut is. And then right now I'm just using not a very complex puller. We're going to try to see if that will easily come off with it. And my braking bar, by the way, this is a 3/4 inch drive. You can see there, not a 1/2 inch. On a bolt this big, a 1/2 inch is not going to have enough juice. So, and here is a ratchet. This is an extendable ratchet. Well, I got the wrong socket. And so I had to take it back and order a 46mm socket. And when I got that back, I went ahead and put it on just to test it to see if everything would go well, and it started coming off. So I just went ahead and finished taking it off, and I forgot to roll the film. Sorry, guys. Here's the prop shaft coming out of the strut, and here you'll see I've got it all cleaned up, you know, taking any corrosion off of it and having just a nice clean foundation and threads so that the new prop could slide on with no problems. Although we are taking the prop shaft out, and we're going to be taking that up to the prop guy, and he's going to do an inspection on it. And here's the key that goes inside. This is the key, and I've cleaned it all up, and pretty much just a good wire brush. This is a stainless steel wire brush against stainless steel, and that's fine. And I've got the keyway all cleaned up, and that key will just fit right in there, and that'll lock the prop in when we slide the prop on. And here's the nuts off on the table, and I went ahead and stripped the paint and everything off with my die grinder, and then I ended up polishing them here. And so, and just so you know, they were on wrong. When they get remounted, the big one actually sits on the outside.
It's laundry time. The laundromat is just a few blocks from the Boatyard, so it's pretty convenient. Tonight I am taking a break from cooking on a little induction burner and washing dishes in a 5-gallon bucket down by the hose, and I am picking up a pizza from our favorite little pizza spot. Heading back with the pizza now. Please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. This really helps YouTube recommend our content to others who will enjoy it. Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed this little slice of Boatyard life. We'd love to read your comments below, and we hope you'll check out our Facebook page and our Buy Me a Coffee, which are linked below in the description. Thanks for being part of our journey. We appreciate you.
And we're still here in the Boatyard. Melissa took off to go spend some time with her family. she's going to be gone for about 10 days, and I decided to stay here and get a bunch of stuff done.
How many projects do you think Ted will complete while I'm in Michigan? Put your guess in the comments below.